Hello and welcome. This is Brandon Wendell, Chartered Market Technician. Going to take a look at a couple of the cryptos today. We'll take a look at Bitcoin and also Ethereum on the charts here. Take a look at the weekly chart of Bitcoin. We obviously saw a lot of weakness last week as we pulled back off our highs. Bit of retracement. We actually violated the 38.2% retracement, so it didn't really stop at any retracement value, but we do see some buying pressure coming in at the end of the week. So not sure if this is going to be the end of the retracement, if we're going to continue down to 54,825 or 285, excuse me, 285, which would be the kind of the overlap here as well as a 50% retracement. So moving into the daily time frame, you can see that we really didn't stop anywhere according to the retracement values and could continue to push back down. We have stalled before and found buying pressure at that 50% retracement. So this little step back up, it came up to kind of a drop-based drop. We did dip below 40 on the RSI. That's suggesting that this area right now is going to hold around 60,000 and push us to the downside to try to reach that target of 54,285, possibly even beyond. Next level of demand, this one doesn't really work. It's actually the bottom of the move. So could see a little more weakness coming in on Bitcoin here for this week. Looking at the 240-minute time frame, you can see we've got an area of supply we're sitting at right now. We've got rally, base, drop. So the lagging candles back here is the green one. So kind of a lot of basing there, but it's still only 6, which is the maximum number of basing candles I'll allow for a zone before I disqualify it. If we do continue to move to the downside, if you're looking to short as we leave this area, your first target is at 51,550, with the second target being the 47,850 according to demand. But we do have Fibonacci extensions prior to that you want to watch out for. Could turn around in those areas. So again, looking for a possible selling pressure to continue pushing us from this 59,000, 60,000 area down to at least 53,281, if not the 51,550. Momentum is suggesting that as well. We got a lot of weakness here. Couldn't get above 60 on the rally up. If that does happen, then the retracements are over. We're going to continue to go higher instead of going down. On the 60-minute time frame, lots of consolidation at the end of the week here, and we just kind of lost momentum. So we had both weakness and strength coming in, made some fresh lows and fresh highs and some new zones. So a lot of confusion on price action here, not really seeing any kind of direction happening. Got to wait to see how we break out of this consolidation. Again, with the higher time frames a little bit bearish, I would think it would drop down, but then we run right into a demand area here at 58,000, possibly causing a little bounce, maybe even retracing to 60,530, or vice versa. We could break out, hit the supply, then move down to the demand. So just kind of waiting to see what's likely to happen. On the smaller time frame, 15-minute, we actually do have a supply zone that formed just a little bit lower than on the 60 at 59,682. So again, you see the sideways movement and consolidation happening in price. We're waiting for a breakout one direction or the other. It's likely to cause a breakout, then a pause and reversal right away. So watch out for those zones as your trade opportunities. So again, if we break out, might hit that supply, turn right back down, and then trade it down to this demand. Or if we break down, we'll bounce off the demand and rally up to the supply. So just be flexible. Let the market tell you what to do. It's really what it comes down to. Looking at Ethereum on the weekly chart, pretty much same picture, except on Ethereum, we did actually go to a 50% retracement and did a nice bounce there. We had a negative divergence, which kind of warned us of that move back down, the correction. Might be done with the correction right now, not quite sure yet. Take a look at the daily here. And you can see on the daily, pinged right off that area, kind of went a little below 40. If we had held above 40, I would say we're done with the retracement. But because we went below 40 and can't seem to get back up above 60 as we rally right now, looks as though this 23.6 level is going to hold us down, and we should seek out either 61.8 retracement or all the way down to 36.05. So a little bit bearish here on the daily chart of Ethereum, looking for prices to continue to push down to 37.50 area or even the 3600 area. On the 4-hour chart, we are retracing back up. And actually, we have almost an inverted head and shoulders here. Not very symmetrical, though. Very sharp right shoulders, just those two candles. So I don't know if that's going to work, but it broke out, retraced. If we do move up, that 45.44 is going to be a supply zone anyway. And it'll be interesting to see if we stay below 60 as we rally up, which can be possible as we hit the zone, or we get negative divergence, then you're looking to short the 45.44, 45.94. If not, if we're above 60, don't go short there. We're likely to break through. but that would be the entry point for a possible short. If we see weakness in momentum as we come up to that area, this 4,000's already been tested, so we can move down to 35.12 easily. And on the 60-minute time frame, we already bounced off this demand. We're seeing a kind of a correction going on right now. So on the 60-minute, this is a correction which should break upwards and take us to the 45.60, and that would be your target. So you could trade this as a breakout. I didn't draw the lines there, but if you watch the breakout of that sideways consolidation, watch for it. Maybe wait for the retest. I don't usually trade the breakouts because you get false ones. So I wait for it to break out, then retest, then I go long on the retest. If I miss it, I miss it. It's not a big deal. But the first target would be 45.61. If we continue to pull back, then this demand has already been tested, and we could continue to move down to 41.59. All the way down the 15-minute chart, again, you see that sideways consolidation. It's actually kind of a dragging down. It's not really a flag anymore because we went longer than the pole. So that means that we got kind of a failure of this to just simply be a correction before a breakout. So we may continue to drift lower, maybe even start to see downward, more momentum downwards, again, to that 41.50 area. So that's what I'm seeing right now on the major cryptos there, just a couple of them. I'll go ahead and see about some of the other ones in a little bit, maybe in another video. So until next time, trade safe, trade well, and take care.